Hi guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be checking out some new products that are coming out, some of the things that I'm actually receiving, and some information about what's going to be going on in the channel. And I'm currently just waiting on most of my equipment to arrive, so I just thought let's just take a look together. I just got into the office right now, and I'm just want to quickly see what's new out there. So let's go ahead and check this out. So as you can see, the DOIS are making a huge stir because of UAV Futures video. So I will be getting a pair of those. I'm actually trying to getting all of them in and testing them from noise, torque, thrust, everything about them, efficiency, and seeing how well they do. So that's something to look forward on the channel here. The Eachine Lizard 105, a lot of people are complaining of twitching and oscillations. So I do have it actually. I just received it yesterday. And what we will be doing is I will be checking it out and seeing how we can fix it, because I think all it needs is just some dynamic filters and just filtration and some PID tuning. However, I'm unable to do that right now because currently the weather is absolutely terrible. So I just left a link to this down below. It's a pretty sick looking quad, I can tell you that right now. Just looking at it, it looked like a beauty when I pulled it out. And I've flown it inside the office for a bit, just in basically angle mode, and just checking it out, checking if the motors get hot. It wasn't really twitching, but I wasn't really going full throttle, just hovering in the office here and just moving back and forth. So it's really not a definitive test here, so I really could not make any judgments or see any of those issues. So we'll be checking this out later on. So it's a pretty nice setup. It does come with a battery and it comes with the receiver. I mean, obviously if you pick it with whatever receiver you're going to be using, but overall it seems like a nice one, but it's going to need some work. So let's go back here. I left a link to this down below. So let's go ahead and let's just see if there's any new ESCs out right now, because that's where I want to concentrate on, since that's what I really love doing. All right, so let's see what's new. Okay, I think I have some of these on the way. I don't remember if I purchased some or not, but I'll double check that. These look okay. They look pretty cool. They do have a lot of filtration on them, so that's good. Jeb RC is trying their own stack, as we could see here. It's pretty good actually priced here if you take a look. Let's just actually take a look at this here. So this is a Jeb RC or Geb RC 20x20. So it's for micros or anything that takes 20x20, such as a hyperlight frame. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Flight tower on the west. It's an F4 flight control with 12 amp ESCs, and it comes with a 48 channel VTX selectable between 25 and 200 milliwatts. So that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. So it's a maximum of 15 amps. It looks okay. I mean, there's really nothing to say. You know, these micros are very elusive. So it does have 4 fat caps right there. No, 4, 5, 6 fat caps right there on this side of the ESC here. They are connected via pins, as we can see right there, so that's good. Let's see what else we have. We have buzzers, LED strip, it's Betaflight. Good. I mean, yeah, it has to be Betaflight. So it does take audio also, so it will transfer audio or transmit audio if you're into that. I'm pretty sure it's going to come with this LED, but I'm not sure. We'll check the things that come with it here. And this is just how to set this guy up. This is a pretty sick looking frame. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's see what it comes with. Package includes capacitor. So they're giving you a capacitor. There might be known issues of noise, I guess. So they will be giving us capacitors. You could read that right there. 3 cables, 12 amp ESCs. It's pretty good. I mean, 71 bucks here. So I'll just leave a link to this down below if you're curious. Let's check, you know, the HJLRC competitor, basically, you know, the ones that are competing with this kind of thing. So here's one for 95 bucks. It's all-in-one with a VTX. So this is an all-in-one. This is pretty sweet, actually. I think I have this and I've not even tested it yet. So this is the HLRC F4 Zeus F4 flight controller. It's also rated for 15 amps, but this is 15 amps constant current. The Jeb RC was 12 amps, and they do give us a, oh wow, look at this. This is a pretty nice VTX here. It does have pit mode, 2500, 200, 350 milliwatts. That is pretty good. It is pretty expensive though. It's around 100 bucks right there. So it looks nice. Filtration wise, I can't really say anything right now until we actually do something with it. However, I do have issues with these kinds of boards, testing them, you know, the all-in-ones with the ESCs. It's very difficult to hijack the motor signal without possibly ruining the whole board, you know, cutting the traces. So I need to figure out a clever way maybe of doing this, a different way. So that's something to I have to look into, because these are very important pieces of components here, and we're just going to be seeing a lot more of these, and I need to figure out a real proper way to test these guys. So we'll be looking into these very soon also on the channel. So the specs are pretty nice. Let's see, the gyro is the good gyro, talking over SPI. So it's a 2 to a 3S LiPo. It does have Betaflight OSD, that's very good. 16 megabytes of flash for the black box logs. It does support S-Bus PPM, okay, and it obviously will support iBus also. So don't worry right there if it doesn't say iBus. So it's a 15 amp constant current and a 25 amp maximum current for up to 10 seconds. It is a BB2 chip, so it's a D-Shot 600 ESC. So that's pretty cool. VTX, we already saw it. It's just IPEX port, NTSC and PAL, all of them do that. And it takes, let's just see here, 7 to 26 volts, so that's very good also. So this is pretty interesting actually. So I'll leave a link to this down below. It's pretty expensive, but it could be worth it. So I really can't say much right now. So that's, I don't have that combo, but I do have the Zeus, the HLRC Zeus here, and we're going to be testing it very soon. I do have the Emax formulas on the way, so I'm very happy. These are the Emax 32-bit ESCs. Hopefully they perform better than the bullets, and that's what I'm hoping for. So let's just actually take another look at these guys. 60 bucks, so 60 bucks, around 20 bucks a pop, I think, no less, 15 bucks a pop. So it's $15 in ESC, takes 2 to 5S LiPo. All right, constant current is 45 amps. Wow, it's pretty good. Burst is 55 amps. Wow. So BLHeli 32. It doesn't say anything about telemetry, so it is D-Shot 1200 here, but I don't see anything regarding telemetry. I do not see a current sensor. I do see a couple fat caps here, and that's about it really. So all right, well, that's going to be also on the list. So basically all the products that I'm going through, I will have them in order in the description below, so you could follow along if you would like to. All right, so this we've already seen this one. What is this here? This is a 20 by 20. I think it's 20 amp ESCs here. So it is a 200 milliwatt VTX. We got a 4-in-1 ESC with 20 amp, and we do have an F4 flight controller with OSD, which is pretty awesome. Everything's under stocking for some reason. So maybe micros are just becoming very popular now, or just Banggood isn't stocking up so much on them. So let's take a look here. What do we have? We have an F4 flight controller with Betaflight OSD. It takes the Betaflight 3.2 SD firmware. BLHeli suit, just parameters. Okay, we already know that. Mini 20 amps. So we have a 20 amp ESC. Peaks at 25 amps for 5 seconds. It is a D-Shot 600 ESC. It's a BB2 chip, as you can see right there. BB2, which means BLHeli S. And has 3-in-1 MOSFETs. Doesn't really matter. We just test them, figure out how good they are. What do we have here? The VTX. The VTX, I think, is just a... Oh, no, it's not. Look, so I guess this is pit mode. So possibly pit mode, 25 milliwatts, 100 and 200. So it is selectable in the power part of the VTX here. Input voltage, 7 to 24 volts. Very good. Okay, so it takes around 220 milliwatts of power. Okay, weight is 3.5 grams. All right, what else do we have? Well, that's really it. So let's just take a link at this. This looks pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and see something else. All right, so Hack RCs lately, you know, it's a hit and miss with them. All right, so what is this? The Tico 4-in-1 ESC. I do have this. I still have not tested it. I will be testing it very soon. This is the combo. This is, you know, I consider this one of these two. If you're worried about components really messing you up and you're new, I really do recommend the Tico 32. I think it's a headache free setup. And this, even if you have 20 bucks extra, it's 123 bucks, you get the complete internals of a quadcopter. You know, all you're left with to get is the motors, the camera, and the frame. That's it. On the receiver, obviously. But, you know, this is a very nice setup. These are the best ESCs I've ever tested, and they're still just insanely good. And this whole setup is just, it's a good setup. It's one of the best setups, in my opinion. So I'll leave a link to this down below. So let's go ahead and put that down below. So this is a Holybro Kakute V2s. I will be trying to get, as soon as they come out, those the Tico 32 ESCs are the best ESCs so far I've ever tested and ever used. Now there's also a Tico 32 4-in-1 amp 4-in-1 ESC version coming out, and I will definitely try to get my hands on that as soon as possible. Because, you know, I want to see if they, you know, they went good with it, or it just went downhill. So that's going to be pretty interesting, and I think a lot of people are waiting for that, and a lot of people are actually requesting that from me. All right, So let's go here. We have the Tico 32. It's 20 bucks, so it's cheaper to buy them in a bundle here. I would highly recommend you get this bundle. It's obviously cheaper, so don't buy them separate. So I'll go ahead and leave a link to this down below. Let's see. Formula, we just checked those, are pretty massive. RC engine, I do have one on the way, so we're going to be testing these out also. So hopefully they're good. Everyone's talking. Actually, I don't know what everybody's saying about them, to be honest. But everyone wants me to test them. That's something for sure. All right, so what do we have here? This is a good ESC, the Flycolor X-Cross ESC. Flycolor ESCs are very good for some reason. I think they've been in the market for quite a long time, actually. And I have tested this on the channel. It's pretty expensive, but it's a very good ESC. However, you know, it's a D-Shot, it's a BLHeli 32 ESC. However, you don't have telemetry and you don't have current sensing, which is, you know, it's just, I guess you're paying for high quality MOSFETs to handle the 50 amps. That's what I think, you know. But you know, just really don't know. But they tested very good, actually. I really liked them. So if you have a high amp setup, I think you should go with these. All right, let's see. I think we're done here. I've tested these. These are okay. It's nothing, you know, spectacular, nothing terrible, just whatever. I've tested these. These are okay. I've tested the 35 amp version of this. It was beautiful. I actually paired it up with the Maytech F405 flight controller. And you know, if ESC is bad, the quad basically won't fly. It'll just twitch like crazy. So in that perspective, the Racer Star 4-in-1 Tattoo, the 30 amp or 35 amp version, were very good. I still really like that one, and I would highly recommend that one also. So let's see what else we have. Let's go for frames. You know, frames is, you know, lately there's a lot of clones out, and I do get a lot of crap for it. But you know, just looking at the products here, everyone else is gonna see them. All right, so let's take a look here. This I try to avoid. This is not, I don't like this kind of stuff. So let's see here. What do we have? This is 230. So this is a 5-inch quadcopter here. Let's take a look at it. It's kind of like the mix between the Jeb RC and something else. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Look, the bottom plate looks almost identical to the... Actually, that bottom plate looks very familiar to me. Yeah, it is the Gib RC. Yeah, that's how it looks like, actually. So it looks nice, but it's good price. So I don't think it's a clone of anything. It's maybe a inspired frame of something. So let's go ahead and leave a link to this. All right. Okay, so let's go back here now. Let's see what do we have. So UAV Future said that this was an absolute beauty, but it looks like an absolute piece of turd, and I don't know, I'm not going to be trying it. 61 bucks. No, I don't think so. This is pretty interesting, but these are very scary to use because, you know, you could just easily mess it up. So this is basically a whole body of a frame, I guess, and it has everything built in. But is this a part of something? Hold on, let me just double check this. No, it's just the all-in-one flight controller, I guess. So it's an all-in-one. It's a BLHeli SBB2 chip, D-Shot 600 ESC. It takes 122S. It's an 83 mil. Oh, it's 83 millimeter. So it's a very tiny micro. Is a flight? It doesn't say anything about the flight controller. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the flight controller. Yeah, you need a flight controller. 16 by 16 millimeters if you're gonna get this. So take note and take care when you purchase this, not to get a 20 by 20, or you will have a bad day. Basically, you'll be very pissed and angry. It looks nice. Maybe I might pick one up, actually. So let's take a link to this, just to, you know, it's very good. Let's actually take a look here. How would we solder the motors? So you would solder the motors right there, and then you get the, okay, so here's positive and negative, possibly for the battery or to power up something. Let's take a look here, actually. All right, so here's the signals. The signals are somewhere here, which is not very clear, but as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, these would go to your flight controller. The positive and negative here, I don't know how much voltage they're giving out. I don't know if there's a regulator, so maybe it'll give us more information down here. So it's a 5 amp 4-in-1 ESC, 1 to 2S. It doesn't say anything about a regulator here, without BEC output. So yeah, so make sure the flight controller you also purchased can take up to a 2S or a 3S. Because this is not going to be regulated, so there's no PDB basically for your flight controller here or your VTX. or your camera. So make sure they're capable to handle up to a 2S or the flight controller you purchased, which is a 16x16, to have some kind of a 5-volt output for your receiver and all that kind of good stuff. So take that into consideration when you purchase this, or if you're thinking about this. All right, we took the link for that. Let's go here. These, I really want to build one of these, you know, just to do like a long range kind of setup also. But I just, you know, I still haven't had the, I'm still not there just yet, but I really want to actually check one of these out someday. So these are pretty interesting. Now this I kind of like, but I don't know how, you know, durable they are because they're absolutely cheap. You know, diatone for 30 bucks and $33. And look at the sizing. It's pretty interesting. So we got 187 millimeter. I think this is going to be like a 3-inch. And this is 200 millimeter. Could be a, it's a stretch X. This could be a 4-inch or a 5-inch. Let's just double check this one actually. So, okay. So these are pretty cool. These are like, I guess, trying Diatone's Hyperlight version here. So it seems like, yeah, this is the 4-inch stretch X. So they have a 4-inch, and I believe they have up to a 7-inch. So let's just take it. I don't like stretch X because I don't race, and I could totally feel the difference between a stretch X and a normal X. I prefer normal X over anything. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Here we have a 240 millimeter normal X. So let's just take the 240, and let's check. Look at this, a 285. Normal X. So let's just see, is that an 8-inch or a 7-inch? I really don't know. So this is the 240. This is probably a 6-inch here, possibly, not sure. Let's go ahead and see this. Yeah, this is a 6-inch. I was correct. All right, so we do have a 6-inch version. This is going to be a pretty sweet setup actually. And this one right here is the 285. This is going to be a 7-inch setup. So many pictures. Yeah, it's a 7-inch setup, as you can see right there. So this is gonna be a beast somehow. You know, it's super light also. So they have a little graph here. So there we go. Now we could kind of figure out. So this one, the R7. Okay, there we go. The R7 is basically the normal X. That's a 7-inch, and it's 103 grams. And if we go down to the 5-inch, whereas the 5-inch normal X, which is right there, it's 57 grams. That's fairly light. That's pretty darn light. And you know, I'm glad I don't see aluminum here because Diatone's aluminum is just not very good. So, you know, I don't know what to expect. I really want to get my hands on a couple of these and actually build them. I want to see how well they perform. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So let me leave a link to this down below. This is the 7-inch version of the normal X if you are curious. So just double check it and you'll know. You would want the R5 if you want 5-inch, and you want the R6, and make sure you watch out for normal X or stretch X here. All right, so let's close these guys. All right, so I really think these are pretty interesting. I'm not really much of a 3 to 4-inch quadcopter type of guy. This one I don't know what to think about. You know, this is also a 3-inch here. This flew beautifully, insane. So this one was very nice. I really liked it, and I still have it. It's my favorite quad actually. But the problem with these, let's actually take a look here. The aluminum is terrible, like very terrible. Like, you know, I wish they used aluminum from Transtech or 7075 aluminum. I'm gonna leave a link to this down below. You know, nothing good comes without some kind of a drawback, and that is, it's a very big drawback actually. I have to buy a brand new top plate for it because that's it. It's not good at all. I stripped one side, and the thing that holds the VTX antenna just in a crash just completely just stopped wanting to hold anything. So that's very bad in my opinion. So yeah, 50 bucks. But overall, it flew beautiful. So yeah, take that into consideration if you're gonna purchase this. All right, let's see here. This one is like the Hippo. Don't really care. Yeah, we're just getting more clones of the Armaton now. This is just like the Scorpion. It looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. So it's not really a clone of the Chameleon. It's more of like a inspiration from the Chameleon, I guess. So 32 bucks, that's not bad. It comes in an H and an X type. So an H is basically an H, like this would come in, then it would go like this, and then that would pop. A true X is just an absolute true X. So yeah, I'll leave a link to this down below. It's under restocking. Everything's under restocking, I think, because it's the Chinese New Year now. All right, let's see here. I am looking into getting some kind of a Whoop, but this looks pretty damn heavy. Let's just take a look here. Wow, look at all these versions. So what is this? From King Kong. An LDARC. It's not Dell RC. It could be Dell RC, but I mean, I don't think so. So it's a F3 brushed flight controller. We got brushed motors, 716. So let's just take a look here. Here's our charger. Here's our battery. Comes in a nice box. Comes with all kinds of colors. This is the RTF combo. That's pretty nice, actually. It's obviously a toy grade, kind of, in a way. Oh, it looks like a nice little board here. This looks interesting, but you know, let's just see basic version. I would want, let's just say FR Sky. 60 bucks, Fly Sky. 60 bucks. What's the advanced version? I don't know, but yeah, it looks okay. I don't know how it would handle. Alright, so let's go ahead and just check a couple more things out here, see if we find anything interesting. I think this could be a clone of something, I don't know. Oh, that's just ugly right there. This one, yeah. Alright, let's see here. I think we've seen these. Yeah, we've seen these. This is, I think, almost exactly a clone of the Chameleon here. Oh, I still need to build this one. I have this frame, actually. I'm supposed to build it and want to do a little overview on it. It's a pretty nice one. Alright, so we're done with frames here. Let's go ahead and check another section real quick, and then we're probably just gonna go look some random things. So frame kits, flight controllers. Anything new on flight controllers? I think we've seen flight controllers, actually. Okay, so we saw these. This is the new diatone kind of thingy. Which doesn't make sense. A full-fledged PDB with a 20x20. I mean, okay, it reduces weight, but I don't know. Maytec's supposed to release an ESC. That's what I heard. Actually, I heard this like 3 months ago or 2 months ago, but I haven't seen anything about it just yet. Everything just seems like it is. Nothing new here. Let's see something else. I wonder when are the Eishin goggles are supposed to come out. I knew they were supposed to come out sometime in January. That's what I knew, or that's what I thought. Actually, I knew. So Fat Shark has a new pack here for, what is this, a Dominator V3, just to kind of, you know, stir up competition a bit, I guess. So it's 330 bucks, and they do give you a FPV receiver here, as you can see right there. They give you the camera, the battery, but I don't think they give you the 18650 batteries to put inside the battery case here. But yeah, they could, but I doubt it. Let's just see here. Okay, yeah, batteries are not included. I might get this just to have a reference when I, you know, do goggle reviews, because I really want to know how this one actually seems and performs. And I've never used this one before. I have the HD3, so yeah. I'll leave a link to this down below if anyone's curious. All right, let's go ahead and see something else. So where are we? New. Okay, these are pretty nice, but they're not for everything. Runcam Micro Eagle. I have the Eagle too. I need to test it. So I did have that white thing happen to me, which was terrible. When you look up into the sky. So these are pretty interesting, actually. No one's really talking about these. I really want to try to get my hands on this. These seem, you know, I don't know, but I'm just looking here, and this is just my own, you know, idea of what I think. I think they could have been an OEM from Skyzone, possibly. And they took into consideration the nose of people, you know, because Skyzone, I don't know, maybe just the people that work at Skyzone have no noses or something. So as you can see, large nose space. So yeah, that's, you know, it looks like the same sort of design in a way, but I could be completely wrong. So I don't know what to expect. It could be very good, but it could be very bad also. So what is it competing with? So it's 16:9 4:3, but what is this? So it's original, its native size, the resolution or the screens inside is a 16:9, and it's a 33 degrees. So it's going to be competing with the Iomeways and the Fat Sharks V3s, because that's where that falls into right there. So this is going to be pretty interesting here. So it's not an OEM from Skyzone, unless it's an older version possibly. from the Sky Zone 02, because I think those were 16:9. I think we're done here, really. Let's see. All right, so this is a very good VTX actually. It has a lot of features, and these little guys are just awesome here. I'm gonna be doing a lot of projects with these. It's gonna be pretty insane actually. So those are really pretty cool. All right, that's really it for FPV. Let's see what else we got. FPV systems, we did multi-rotor parts, RC quadcopters. Let's see what we got here. Nope. Ishin Wizard needs some modifications to run good. Let's see here. Diatone, don't really care. Really nothing. I really want to. No, it's not this one. I want a new small, like micro, nice little brushed quadcopter. This is a very good one. I love this. This is my favorite brushed quadcopter. The Ishin QX95. I have one. I have two actually. One I took apart because I was trying to 3D design a frame, and it just you know, it's my first frame, so it just came out crap. But overall, you know, I went and got another one because it's so good. I really love it. I really do love it. You can fly it acro. Sometimes, you know, if there's some wind of gust, you will kind of lose it, but you could always just push that throttle and gain it back. So it's very nice. I really liked it. And I think it comes on clean flight. So it's a very good one. I'll left a link to this down below. So let's go ahead and see something else. Let's see, maybe, let's check tools actually. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and check out tools now. They do have a couple new tools that are actually pretty sweet. These, I've seen this one I think a while back, and this is maybe an upgraded version. This is a thermal imaging camera, kind of like the FLIR and the what is it? I forgot the other one's name. But you know, those thermal imaging cameras that connect to your phone, they also do other crazy stuff. So this one here, let's actually double check this. This is possibly a bit better quality. I was going to purchase one, but the resolution was terrible. So they also have one that's like 500 bucks right now. So as you can see here, I think it does that overlay image kind of thing going on here. So that's pretty cool actually. This one, yeah, this one's an upgraded version. The other one wasn't doing this kind of stuff. So this is pretty cool actually. I really like this. This would be very good for ESC testing. So we can record, so that's very good. That's what I want actually. So let's go ahead and see the price. So it's 200 bucks and it is on promotion for $200. It's usually 300. So that's very good actually. I really like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to this down below also. All right, so we're just gonna call it tools section. So if you want to just go ahead and skip there. So it's the first link on the tools section. Now let's go ahead and check out the other one. The other one actually looks pretty interesting also. Let's check it out real quick. All right, so we got this one here. This one is 450 bucks. So let's just check the resolution also, because that's very important. So this is 220 by 160 resolution here. Now I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, I have no idea. I've never used one of these. Built-in 4G, so I guess it means it has a built-in 4 gigs of storage. It looks pretty massive actually. You know, it looks all right. It doesn't look like super high resolution, but I think it'll do the job just fine for most things. It doesn't do the overlay though like the other one's doing. So how much is it in stock? Yeah, it is actually in stock. So that's pretty cool. So let's just see this one again, and let me put a link to this. This will be the second link. All right, so let's go ahead and see the resolution on this guy. So 60 by 60. Yeah, like I told you. But I guess what they've done is, I think this is the upgraded version, and they did this little overlay thing, which it'll actually show you the thing through two cameras. One camera will show you the object, and then the other one, the internal infrared one, will show you the heat signature. So it is pretty cool. It's like you could see through things. That's pretty awesome. You can see if someone has a temperature. You can see all kinds of crazy stuff actually. So I really like this, but you know, it's pretty expensive. This one seems good. This is like possibly would be the best budget handheld thermo camera infrared thingy. So this is pretty cool actually. So let's just check the cheaper one, because I'm a little bit curious, why is this cheaper? Because I think this is the first one that I've actually seen. Yeah, it's 32 by 32 pixels, or this is a new one actually. Arrive on February 9th. No, this is possibly the newer one. Yeah, this is the newer one, the cheaper one. Is it the same thing? It does the same thing, but the resolution is worse. This is 32 by 32, and this one was 60 by 60, and this one is 220 by 160. So if you're gonna get one, the thing is, this doesn't show or say anything about the overlay, so that could be, you know, I mean, maybe you really don't need it. So it obviously has a chargeable battery, I guess. Looks pretty nice, actually. I really like this, but it's very expensive. Very expensive. So yeah, I'll leave a link. I did leave a link actually to this. So this is pretty cool actually. It's nice to see that the Chinese manufacturers are actually starting to do this stuff, because soon we're gonna have them even cheaper and cheaper. All right, so I'm also planning on getting one of these. These look good, but I really want a good quality one to give nice footage or video of something that I'm doing, because I have a lot of things planned for this kind of things. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. Multimeter, 20 bucks. Okay, don't need that. Don't care about that. So we have a 4-channel. This is the 2-channel oscilloscope here. 333 bucks. That's very good actually. Let's see how it's 100 megahertz. This is a pretty good one, I might say actually, or it seems like a good one. What brand is this? Handtake. Yeah, Handtake is a good brand. Seems nice. Let's see the kind of triggers. There it is. Trigger types: edge, video, pulse, slope, overtime, alternative. I think mine has a lot more than that. Does it have a I think it does, an MSO output. Let's see. Seems okay. Seems good. I mean, you can't really complain for 300 bucks. It's a very good deal. I'll leave a link to this down below if you're interested. Maybe we could talk to Banggood sending me one. We could test it. Then I'll have just another one. That'd be awesome actually. This looks like a proper, look, 1080p here. This is just sweet right there. And it gives you enough clearance to maybe solder something or to show you how to do something, or, you know, I really like this. However, I really want to see a review on this first. But yeah, yeah, that's nice actually. That is nice. Look how far the camera's away. So it'll give you enough room to solder something, so you can just look at this. Look, that's a whole screen right there. Wow, we could really see how good the components are built from the manufacturer. That's just crazy. What are we looking at here, though? I don't even know. Oh, it's a baseball. I really like this actually. It's pretty expensive though. Maybe someday. All right, so I put that in the links also down below. What is this thing here? Oh, satellite finder. Don't really care about those. Don't really care about that. Let's see. I have one of these here. I don't even use it. I'll just leave it in my car because one time I blew a fuse. All right, let's see. This one is, I think, yeah, this is the one I got. This one's still on the way. I should have gotten it through DHL. I think it is this one. I don't really remember anymore, actually. It's been so long. But this looks pretty. No, it's not this one. This looks pretty awesome, actually. 25 bucks. That is... It's just showing you the accuracy here. This is very, very good, I think. So what do we have here? It does take temperature also, so as you can see here. So that's pretty cool. Where's the temperature part where you plug it in? I don't really know just yet, but maybe it'll show us. It's pretty massive too. Look at all these features. Yeah, we got your AC currents here. You got DC here. You have DC here also. This is the amp, DC amps. And this is the AC amp, and this is the AC voltage, and then DC voltage. Here's we have our resistance, or our ohms, and here we have the continuity, and possibly this is a diode, and yeah, the temperature right there. And this is for capacitors, I think. Yeah, capacitors, and frequency, and I don't know what that is, and checking if the wire is live or not, but I don't recommend doing that. You might kill yourself. It does have a nice stand on the back, so that was pretty nice actually. 25 bucks. I mean, if I went and looked in stores, 25 bucks, I'd probably get one of those ones that just don't even work. So this is pretty insane. It's a huge screen too. So I left a link to that down below. I might actually get myself one just to check it out. Maybe give it away. What is this here? Nope, don't care. This is pretty expensive. This looks like a proper one, but no. Let's see, what do we have here? Here's a spectrum analyzer, but it's up to 60 megahertz. So they don't have that. Oh yeah, someone sent me actually a pretty awesome spectrum analyzer in a way that's like from Banggood, but I have to go look, search it. It's gonna take forever. So this is pretty cool. The Rigol is very well known. It's pretty good. 50 megahertz, 4 channels. 50 megahertz is kind of slow. 500 bucks. So you know, yeah, they're good. They're a pretty good brand actually for this type of things. I don't know if you guys can hear the background, but the bells are just ringing here. So what is this? This is a USB based oscilloscope. That's pretty cool. I need a wireless one. I need to start looking for a wireless one actually. Alright, what do we have here? Don't care. So here we have a wind speed. Alright, let's see. Underground, nope, nope. It's pretty cheap. Let's see here. Here's another one. I think no, this is a different one actually. This one's 150 bucks. This thermal imaging camera. We'll check it out right now. Let's see it. What's the resolution? Oh, I think it's the same one. 32 by 30. No, it's different. I think maybe this is the one I don't really remember which one I saw. Yeah, this one is really, yeah, this is the one that I actually saw. This is the first one they released on Banggood. Yeah, it didn't look so good. That's why I wasn't really attracted to it so much. So, but if you're curious, here it is. But the other ones seem a lot better actually, since they do have the overlay function, which is pretty cool actually. This is, what is this? A self level. These things look massive. They look crazy. I wonder how big they are. I wonder if you guys could hear that background noise right now. You can kind of see it. All right, let's see. Rangefinder. I think that's it really. I do have one of those, but I don't even use them anymore. Yeah, let's check this last page here. Maybe we find something interesting. Let's see the ads for the tools. Let's see. Say electronics like this. Alright, let's see, what is this? A rivet gun with handle. Nope. 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 Alright, well I guess that's it really. We'll be trying to do 3D printing stuff and reviews maybe. We'll look into that, but first I want to finish what I have on store for the channel, all the testing that I'm going to be doing, and then maybe we can go and check some other things out also. But that's really it, guys. So that's really concluded for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know, and consider joining the mission, consider joining my Patreon. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, take care, guys.